How did nature begin? How did the universe begin? This is the first intellectual question that can be asked when we look around us. New atheism, just like the old atheism, answers this question by attributing the power of creation and existence to nature. For them, nature is responsible for creation, design, care, and existence, and they attribute everything to it. To them, nature is everything, and nothing exists beyond nature, as the agnostic Carl Sagan says. For the atheist, nature is the sole meaning of existence. Even Thomas Huxley, Darwin's companion, known as Darwin's bulldog, used to refer to nature as damn nature. The biggest idol ever worshipped instead of God is nature. And according to atheists, nature is the largest idol in history of human disbelief. Atheism, in its sense, is paganism, as it ascribes to material nature the ability to create, innovate, and manage. This is why Richard Dawkins, the famous atheist, calls nature the blind watchmaker. For them, nature is the one that creates and makes. This pagan image of atheism makes it fall under the various forms of paganism that has emerged throughout history. Dr. Hussam Hamad says, the atheist ascended the mountain of sophistry, and while he was on the verge of conquering the highest peak of sophistry, he was stopped by the last rock. As soon as he climbed, he finds a group of pagans who had been sitting before him in the same place for centuries. As soon as the atheist climbs the highest peak of atheism, at that moment of reaching its highest summit, he discovers the paganism of his atheism. Atheism believes in the power and inevitability of nature, just as a pagan believes in the powers of the stone they worship alongside God. It has become an established fact today that this universe appeared from no time and no space, meaning that suddenly nature emerged. Nature is not eternal, and today there is consensus among physicists that the universe had a beginning. At some point, the matter of the universe appeared, and time and space came into existence when there was neither space nor time. Again, this is a scientific consensus. Here lies the greatest dilemma for atheism. The universe suddenly came into existence with precise order and astonishing physical constants, and with critically fine-tuned boundaries. Thus, it is obvious that the universe has no role in creating itself, let alone creating anything else. Therefore, the only remaining alternative is that this universe has a creator.
خلقوا من غير شيء أم هم الخالقون أم خلقوا السماوات والأرض بل لا يوقنون.
Or were they created by nothing? Or were they the creators of themselves? Or did they create the heavens and the earth? Rather, they're not certain. Chapter 52, Surah At-Tur, verses 35 and 36. Therefore, the discovery that the universe appeared suddenly with such precise constants had a profound impact on the minds of atheists. The agnostic David Berlinski says, physicists are deeply troubled by the fact that the universe had a beginning, because this carries religious implications. The same point is affirmed by Stephen Hawking in his famous book, A Brief History of Time, where he says, those who do not favor the idea of the beginning of time and the beginning of the universe do so because it carries a religious dimension. The atheist physicist Arthur Eddington makes a harsh admission when he says, "The idea that the universe has a beginning is abhorrent to me. It is an unpleasant idea that bothers me." The beginning of the universe is an unsettling truth for every atheist. However, unfortunately, the reality is that some atheists who are not well versed in science do not understand these issues. As a result, some of them may mock the necessity that the universe has a beginning, because they do not grasp the full implications of this necessity, and therefore do not feel any discomfort.